Special Agent Aimee. Thank you for meeting me here today.
Hello, Special Agent Sarah.
So, this week on the X-Files, we are going to be investigating a phenomenon known as the X-Files Miniseries. Have you been debriefed on the first two episodes?
Yes, I have.
Great, because this conversation is teeming with spoilers. So, one of the most significant things in the new episodes is we get to see where Mulder and Scully's relationship is at. So they've been together, now they're apart, but it seems like they still have feelings for each other. Mulder's kind of obsessiveness is still getting in the way, and Scully has kind of always held herself back from really totally being there with Mulder, and she seems to still be kind of doing that. Aimee, what do you think about where their relationship is?
Yeah, I was kind of sad to see because at the original series they end up together. And it kind of dispels that like happy ending that they gave you at the end of the original. So yeah, I was sad to see that they have grown in some ways grown apart, but it's good to see that there still is love there.
Yeah.
I assume that the reason that the writers did that was to bring them back together at the end of the miniseries.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to, definitely. It also just seems like a little bit of a trend to be breaking up these sort of long-standing relationships. In Star Wars The Force Awakens, we saw the same thing with Han and Leia. They had been together and then had split up, and it seems like a trend among sci-fi writers to be breaking people up lately.
Yeah, I'm wondering why that might be. I'm wondering why they felt like the writers felt compelled to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened if they decided to keep Mulder and Scully like a married couple who were dealing with problems and issues, and maybe being able to resolve those problems and issues at the end of the miniseries? So I think one of the best villains of all time was the cigarette-smoking man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great to see him back for the miniseries, where he makes us, special entrance back into the show. You see him; he's still smoking his cigarette, but
Yeah.
um, but he is indestructible because, and believe in the original, he's like been supposedly almost killed off, or you would think he would have died at least 3 times. Like the first time he got a bullet, he was shot with a bullet, and you see him bleeding all over the floor, but yet he's alive. Then Kraychek, when he's really ill, Kraychek throws him down the stairs when he's in a wheelchair. And then the third time was in the series finale, where he gets blown up at the very end of the show. But here he is again.
Yeah.
Still alive. I just don't know.
It's funny in the season 10 comics, adult Gibson Praise actually clones him and brings him back to life. He never dies. He's indestructible, apparently.
Yes. It looked like when he got word that the X-Files was reopened, like his expression, you could see it was like of like just a hint of almost proud, like he was proud of Mulder.
Mm-hmm.
He knew, he's like, oh, that's my son, reopening and doing his things, and trying to stop me again.
Yeah. Because he's always kind of had that relationship with Mulder. Like, he's always tried to stop him, but then also kind of been proud of everything that he's done. So one of the things that I thought was kind of funny in the new shows is we really kind of think of the X-Files as being so 90s, but there are some sort of modern, updated references, like Mulder takes an Uber at one point, and it's just kind of funny to see this show that's such an iconic 90s show, like, with these little modern tweaks. And Aimee, I think you noticed a couple of them too.
Yeah, well, I saw one with when Scully, she mentioned some really important information, and Mulder's really impressed by her knowledge, and she's like, yeah, I learned that pre-Google.
Yeah.
So So I like that Google reference right there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I remember early episodes of X-Files where Scully would, like, check into a hotel and tell the front desk, like, call my room if I get any calls. And now she's Googling and Mulder's taking Uber. Times have changed.
So one of the main parts about the X-Files is the aliens, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite aliens are the gray ones. So I'm pretty happy that that's the aliens that they're going to be investigating and looking at. I was really happy with the opening where they show that Doctor, he's kind of investigating, one of the gray aliens, a spaceship, and you see the gray alien body there. I was kind of sad that they shot him. He looked really, really helpless and in need, so I felt bad that he got shot.
So another major theme in the new episodes is the question of whether everything that Mulder and Scully have investigated in the past was actually a hoax. Whether all of the alien stuff was really just sort of government misdirection. And it's interesting. We've kind of seen this in the show before. Like, Mulder goes through kind of like a crisis of faith where he doesn't believe in aliens anymore. And then he does. And so it's kind of interesting that they're doing that again, but I think kind of with a different spin on it this time. Kind of bringing back some of the old themes, but revamping them. It's interesting to see where that's going to go.
Yeah, true. And anytime that Mulder had a questioning his faith in, the paranormal or the existence of aliens, it was kind of interesting how Scully would, would take up his role as the believer in some cases, and they would, he was always the believer, but, sometimes she helped him to re-believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the first two X-Files episodes, we saw a couple interesting appearances from some actors from some of our favorite shows. For instance, Aaron Douglas. He's known for playing Chief Tyrrell on Battlestar Galactica. He plays a security guy in the lab for X-Files, the miniseries.
Yeah, and Joel McHale plays Tad O'Malley, who's a conservative pundit for an internet network. And it's pretty funny to see him in that role since it's so different from how we usually think of Joel McHale. But yeah, it was interesting casting. I guess he's sort of an X-Files superfan, so I'm sure it's fun for him to actually appear on the show. But yeah, it was a good casting choice.
So I guess that would be all that we have.
Aimee, I think we're being watched.
Watched?
I think this conversation is being recorded or filmed.
By who?
By conspirators known as the Fourth Wall.
I've heard of the Fourth Wall, but I don't think they're conspiring against us. I think they are our allies. They, too, want to know the truth about the X-Files miniseries. I need to step away for a moment.
Aimee! Aimee!
Coming!
Aimee, there was an alien!
An alien?
Right there, in your house.
I don't see any signs of an extraterrestrial life form.
It was
Are you
there.
sure?
I'm telling you, I saw it.
Maybe you thought you saw one, but it was something else?
No, what else could it be?
I'm not sure, Sarah, but there's got to be a logical explanation.
No, it
I'll
was
be right
an alien.
back.
Aimee! Aimee, come back! Aimee! Aimee, it's back! It's here! Aimee, come back!
Loving Sarah, what's going
The
on?
alien! The alien was back! It
The
was right
alien was
there.
back.
It was right there.
Maybe you're not feeling well.
No, I feel fine. There was an alien right there. Aimee, he's there again. He's behind you.
I think you're seeing things.
No, turn around.
To think there is an extraterrestrial life form would be at my house?
No, alien. There's an alien behind you right now. Aimee, get up and run. He's right behind you.
There's gotta be no logical explanation.
Aimee, where were you? What happened?
Sarah, I've seen some strange things that I cannot explain.
Aimee, are you okay?
Oh! 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 I think I'm going into labor.
Aimee!
Oh! 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 I'm naming him William. Oh. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sci-Fi, and helping us uncover the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Special thanks to our alien here, Randy Shirazi. Thank you for your great acting prowess. And if you liked what you saw here, please subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.